I used to think I understood what love was. Not the movie kind, just real, steady love. The kind that builds over time. That's what I thought I had with Danielle. We met at a friend's housewarming party. She wasn't flashy or loud, just warm. Someone who listened when you talked. I was drawn to that. She worked in public health and had this sense of purpose, like she genuinely cared about people. We dated for 2 years, slowly built a life together, shared groceries, Sunday routines, Spotify playlists. When I proposed, it felt right. She cried, said yes, and hugged me like I was the one thing in her life that made sense. But 2 weeks before the wedding, everything cracked. I wasn't supposed to be home that Saturday. I had golf plans, but it started pouring. So I picked up her favorite pastries, almond croissants from a place across town, and headed home early. I figured I'd surprise her and hang out with her and her friends a bit. When I pulled into the driveway, I heard them laughing through the front windows. I didn't think anything of it until I got to the door and heard my name. "Are you nervous about marrying Adam?" one of her friends asked. Danielle laughed. Not a happy laugh. More like one of those tight, uncomfortable ones. "Not really," she said, then paused. "I mean, Adam's great. He's stable. He's kind. But honestly, I never thought I'd end up with him." I froze. My first instinct was that I'd misheard her. Another voice, one of her friends, said, "What do you mean? You guys seem perfect together." Danielle's voice dropped a bit, but I could still make it out. "He wasn't my first choice. If things had worked out with Kevin, I wouldn't be here. Adam's like my safe option, someone I can count on." My hands started shaking. I stood there on the porch with this stupid pastry box in my hands, not sure what the hell I was supposed to feel. Another voice. "But you do love him, right?" Danielle sighed. "Yeah, in my own way. But it's not that crazy, can't breathe kind of love. It's just practical. He's the guy you marry when you're done with all the chaos." I don't know how long I stood there before opening the door. But when I did, the whole room went silent. Danielle looked like she'd seen a ghost. "I thought you were golfing," she said, eyes wide. "I came home early," I said, setting the pastries on the table. "Just in time, I guess." No one said a word. Her friends awkwardly gathered their things and shuffled out. Once we were alone, she stepped toward me. "Adam? That wasn't how I meant it." I stayed still. "So you didn't say I was your backup plan?" She reached out, tried to touch my arm. "It was just venting. Wedding stress. I wasn't thinking." "You were thinking," I said quietly. "You were just being honest. I heard it." "I love you," she insisted. I said yes for a reason. We've been through so much. You love me because I'm easy to live with, not because I'm who you really want. She looked like she was about to cry. "Are you seriously considering canceling everything over this?" I didn't answer right away. I just looked at her, really looked at her. All those moments we'd shared, the plans we'd made. It felt like they belonged to someone else. Then I said, "The wedding's off." She went cold instantly. "You're going to walk away? After everything? After all the money we've spent?" "I'd rather lose money than marry someone who's settling." That was the last normal conversation we had. What followed was chaos. First came the guilt tripping, late-night texts, voicemails, telling me she couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, that I was destroying her, that I'd blown everything up over one misinterpreted comment. When I didn't respond, she started messaging mutual friends, even my sister, trying to get them to convince me to be reasonable. She made it sound like I'd gotten cold feet, like I was the one being irrational. I had to explain what I actually heard. Some people understood. Others just told me I should forgive and move on, that I was being dramatic. But I knew what I heard, and I wasn't going to gaslight myself into pretending otherwise. Then came the money talk. She wanted me to split the non-refundable costs, the venue, catering, even part of her dress. I refused. You don't get to emotionally gut someone and then send them an invoice. She said she'd get a lawyer. I called one first. He told me she didn't have a case. I let her know that, politely but firmly. That shut that down. The final straw came when she showed up at a friend's backyard gathering. She wasn't invited. She marched straight up to me in front of everyone and shouted, "You're a coward. You gave up on us because you can't handle anything real." Everyone just stared. I asked her to leave. She wouldn't. So I told her if she didn't go, I'd call the cops. That was the last time I saw her. It's been a year now. I still get a little sick when I think about it. The wedding that never was. The person I thought I knew. I spent a lot of nights wondering if I overreacted, if I should have forgiven her. But deep down, I know better. Love isn't about playing it safe or being someone's reliable fallback. It's about being chosen, fully, freely, and without hesitation. Danielle moved on. I saw a post a while back. She's with someone else. I hope he's who she really wants. As for me, I'm not in a rush. I'm not bitter. Just careful. I'd rather be alone than be someone's plan B ever again. If this story stirred something in you, you're not alone. Share your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone. Like this video if you've ever had to choose self-respect over someone else's comfort. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful, real-life stories that speak the truth most people are too afraid to say out loud.